The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Set. Come on, boys. Let's power up. Exploit them here on this
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But you talk about the defense for the... We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
What is that? Been rolling, boys. Been rolling.
First play, Watson to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
The Browns at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight first here tonight. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. If you look at this Browns defense, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over here as they get up to the 43-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point.
And this is caught. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me,
touchdown Chargers. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are back within a score.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, just the fact that... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a spot.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kenneth Murray gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, Forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On second down, here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it over.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now Watson. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 6 now. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to.
And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And trouble trying the middle here. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 22-yard scamper. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He's got Austin Eckler on the slant. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Down the sideline he goes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The final shot before the break for Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
They had the rate down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to a final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Herbert on first down now. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tony Field, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This fielded right at the goal line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. DJ Moore. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
To throw is Watson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will find his man on the outside. It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
First down, Los Angeles.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Eckler. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Herbert changing things up.
First down, Chargers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Powers through. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Akins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw, Watson.
Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route.
Touchdown! Mike Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And fighting down inside the 25.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Dalvin Tomlinson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Play action. It's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
There he goes left side. There he goes again. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 39 yards. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On first down, Justin Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Herbert now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why would?
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns
continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,